Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm just giving a quick update on some of the injuries that we have already seen happen in this preseason, and some are pretty major, some are just a couple of niggles, and we'll be back after the Christmas break. But regardless, we're going to have a quick look at who is already on the AFL Fantasy injury list for December. Before you continue, guys, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be starting my 50 days of fantasy starting on Boxing Day, where I'll be going through a player per day for 50 days in the lead up to draft time and round one. So yeah, a bit of analysis there on some players, who's going to be popping. Stay tuned for that. Please like and subscribe and follow me on Blue Sky. So I've created a little graph here just showing off some of the main AFL fantasy names to be aware of coming into the new season, and just some of the injuries that have already taken place in the preseason or even before that. So starting off at the top, working down in terms of severity. So of course the big name at the top there is Nick Martin. He will not be on the park in 2026 pending some kind of miraculous recovery from his recent surgery, repeat surgery on his knee. So his ACL wiped him completely out for the season next year. Do not draft. Yeah, Josh Kelly here, second from the top. He is out with a hip complaint. I think he had a bit of surgery on it earlier in the preseason. He will be out for at least 6 months in my books. Just a major loss for GWS, but yeah, we'll see how Clayton Oliver, Tom Green, Finn Callahan, a few of the other big names will go there. But Josh Kelly will not be on the park for majority of the year, I'm believing. And a big one here that's just happened in the last week, Jake Bowie has gone down with, I believe it was a Linz-Frank injury, so a foot injury. Pretty important with AFL, so he is expected to miss at least 6 months of footy, and that's going to take him well into, I'd imagine, the halfway point of the season before we see him next year. He was a great defender last year, and he's going to be sorely missed for the first few rounds, so bump him down your draft orders a little bit, or at least keep an eye on him in the coming months. A few lesser injuries, but still pretty significant. Harley Barker, rookie this year for Geelong. I think he was their first pick. He suffered an ACL injury about 5 or 6 months ago, and he will not be on the park, I think, for the first 6 months of the year. Don't think they'll be playing him too much anyway, but just if you're looking at rookies, probably look elsewhere than the Geelong Harley Barker. Noah Answorth suffered that Achilles injury late in the season this year. He's still recovering from that, and it's a bit temperamental Achilles. So I think anywhere between the next 3-6 months, we'll see him. Another young player, defender status. Could have been one that we're looking to break out this year. And he still might, but he won't be on the park, I think, for the first few rounds. Same with Sam Powell-Pepper, who had that devastating second ACL injury in 2 successive years. Absolutely tragic, but he's still recovering, and he will be out for at least another 3 to 6 months as well, I believe. So maybe not back until maybe round 6 or 7 next year at the earliest, I would say. And now we've come into a couple of niggles in the off-season, and some big names, but some niggles to just be aware of, I think, and just to keep an eye on over the coming months. Jack Viney, major player in the Melbourne midfield. He's been a little bit injury prone in his career. Just got a bit of Achilles soreness, and they have just wiped him out till the new year, just after the Christmas break. I think he'll be back. Same with Jack Silvani there. Has a groin issue there. Not back until before Christmas for the Saints. Jordan Ridley, another one that's been really injury prone in the last few years. He's having trouble with his hamstring in this off-season and won't be back till January either. Callum Mills there, the Swans captain or co-captain over the last few years. He has been off the park a lot, unfortunately, due to that notorious off-season incident last year, I think. He was off the park almost all the time this year. So unfortunate to see he has also strained a hamstring already this preseason. So mid-only. He went 110 plus a few years ago, I think, but just one that has struggled to get back on the park regularly, and one Although we all want him to come good, just got to keep an eye on him for the next couple of months, see if he can get a good run at it. A couple of rookies or younger players here in Josh Smiley and Sullivan Roby. Both of them, Smiley's been in the system a year longer, but neither of them have played a game yet. Roby just got drafted a month or two ago. And yeah, they're just having some niggles. Smiley, yeah, again, injury prone to start his career. That's a bit disappointing. So would love to see him get on the park this year. Same with Sullivan Roby. I don't know, he's still very, very young, obviously, and a big, someone they're going to be very keen to get games into eventually, but he's been maybe having those growth spurts. He had a heck of a draft year. Maybe he's just coming down from that, and he's had a bit of a back complaint already in this preseason. Bo McCreary, a good forward option for next year. People have been hyping him up a bit. He's had a little bit of a foot niggle as well. I think he has been told to take it easy until after Christmas. Riley Sanders, forward option. He's a homegrown midfielder in my eyes, bull in the contest and in the middle of the ground, but he also has had a bit of a hamstring strain recently, and they're saying he could be back before Christmas, but more than likely won't see him getting amongst the preseason training big time until next year. So unfortunate for him. And a couple of guys down the bottom here I think are pretty close to being back, and one of them I wasn't sure if it had been properly reported just yet, but Jason Horne-Francis had that plate taken out of his foot like a month or two ago, and he apparently is pretty close to being ready to start training again, so that's exciting. Just a mid only for next year. And just something I saw the other day in Nick Larkey, new captain of North Melbourne. I saw him go down holding his knee the other day. I looked kind of sore. Haven't heard anything since though, so just another name. Not the biggest fantasy relevant game, but maybe in the forward drought that we always have, he could be a shining light. So I thought I'd chuck him on the list as well. But yeah, not sure how severe that knee injury looked. I just saw the footage the other day, but haven't heard anything since. So just keep an eye, keep an ear out. Might be one just to know about before draft time. There you have it, guys. A couple of injuries for December, unfortunately. Some of these guys aren't going to be making it on the park too soon, but yeah, hopefully, I'm sure we'll unfortunately be hearing some more news in the new year, January, February. It's always going to be one or two going down as well. So stay tuned for more updates, guys. Very important to stay on top of injuries coming into the fantasy season, and a couple of big names there definitely to keep an eye on.